Hi everyone, welcome to a new episode of the Voice Podcast by the student for the students. This afternoon I have with me two of the newly elected board members of the Student Association. We have Hilda and we have Vishal. First of all, congratulations on your new role.
Thank you.
And for those who do not know, let's introduce you guys. Introduce yourselves. Hilda, we can start with you.
Hi everyone. So my name is Hilda and I'm an accountant by profession. I've worked as an accountant for over 14 years now, and then I decided to take a program in project management, which is why I'm here at SLC. I'm a mom of 4 kids.
Nice.
And that's Hilda. Thank you.
Thanks, Hilda. Vishal?
Okay, so my name is Vishal Prajapati. I am a first year student at SLC, currently doing business accounting. Later on, I also want to advance in the career of accounting. And previously I was in Kenya. I was actually born in India first, then later on at the age of 13 I moved to Kenya.
Nice.
And resided there for 10 years. Then later on now I've come to explore the Canadian dream.
Nice. Okay, my first question would be, as newly elected board members, right? I want to know what made you decide to run for the position. Hilda?
Yeah, thank you, Dan, for that question. Yeah, what made me run? I feel like it's beyond just being in a leadership position for me. I feel that there was a need, and I felt who better to bring up this need than myself.
Mm-hmm.
When I ask questions, I see a lot of students complain when we come in. We complain of this and that, not being here. I felt like, okay, maybe I should just ask, where can these questions be tackled? And when I learned that it's something the SA board does, I felt like, okay, yeah, why not be in that position where you're able to bridge this gap between what the students' needs are and what the school can offer students. And so it's beyond just being in that position of leadership. I feel like it's more of a service to students. I feel like I want to be able to help as much as I want to be helped, like an individual. I feel like, okay, if there's something bothering students, it should be heard at the highest places where solutions can be proffered. And so that's my underlying, why I decided to run for this board. So that's it for me.
Nice. Thank you, Hilda. Yes, Vishal, how about you?
Okay, so running for the elections, we understand that this is one of the leadership positions that I'm getting into. And I believe that I have some leadership qualities that in me, and running for the board of direction and being selected, I think I'm going to sharpen it even more. And it's also something that I want to do outside of my normal life, because I know how hard it is for a normal student to just going on with the studies. And I know they need something out of their normal study life. And I know as a student association, we are here for them. Yeah. And I also wanted to be a part of it, like someone who is assisting others. Yeah. Nice. And I wanted to be a part of this great team as well.
Nice. Okay, you mentioned that you've had leadership experiences, right? Both of you. I just want to know, what are your goals and what are your platforms?
I feel like the first thing that I thought about was, how can the students' voices be heard better? So I thought about suggestion boxes, creating that platform where students, even if it's anonymously, can voice their needs, and it will actually get to where it needs to be to be able to answer to that problem. So I felt that, especially as international students, I felt that there was a lot of things that international students would be needing information when they come in. There's this you're temporarily lost for the first couple weeks. You don't know what to do, where to go, where to get information. Yeah, I understand that this information is there, but then how do they access it? How do they, get to know where to go and what to do at certain points in time. Like, I find out that for myself, I went to Service Ontario a couple of times to get a scene that's ordinarily would be done in school. So those are the kind of information that I want to be able to pass across, not
and
just
share with
and share with others, not just as international students, but even domestic students. I feel like there is something that they need as well, that they might want to come up and say, yeah, we were born here, but we still need these as students. So
exactly.
So I want to be able to be that voice that stands in for everyone. So when the needs come to us, we should be able to deliberate, because that's the reason why we're here, advocacy. So for me, it's that strong desire for advocacy that drove me into being here.
Yes. How about you, Vishal? What are your goals?
So, like, why I chose this position, like, it's also a part of my goal. And this is something, like, I know as an international student, when I came here, like, everything was overwhelming, the culture, like how to find a job, how to find a place with a good rent, how to file your taxes and all that. So for an international student, there's lots of load on the mind. And like, student association, it stands for the voice of the students. So I want to make sure that people feel at home here. I want to make sure that they are comfortable and they have the guidance they require. And one more thing is that we have lots of things that's going on in our life. We have studies, this looking for a job, filing your taxes and all that. And I want to make sure that they also have fun in life. Like, we have services like, the student association, we are providing the table tennis game, we are providing the pool and all that. I want to make sure that they also know that they have not only come to, just like,
Not just to study, but
not just to study, exactly. Like, not just to study, and making sure that as they move on with life, they have some memories or some activities that they're able to satisfy with themselves. Yeah, they feel better about themselves and what's going on in their life.
Nice.
So I want to make it easy, and I want to make sure that they have a better life apart from their ongoing study.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep. My next question would be, what are your expectations in terms of what you need to achieve, what you need to do, what your new role would be? So let's start with Hilda.
Thank you, Dan. I feel like now that I'm here, I would quit complaining and start doing, the things that the students want to see happen. So I would advocate where, if we don't have that before, kind of like an opinion pool. It could be like boxes where students drop what it is they would really want to see happen in school that is not already happening. It could be that they are there and the students don't even know that they are there, because another thing would be to bridge that information, because the essay says, oh, we have all of these opportunities, and then the students are like, where is it? So it's more or less to bridge the gap where students have that information. These are the things that are available for you. And so I want, as much as possible, that the students are struggling to do all of their academics, they are able to also blend in with other extracurricular activities. Like, there are other skills that are being learned here. People are being taught how to do the first aid and all of that. And this happened under the platform of the SA. So I want students to be able to grab as much life skills and soft skills that they would require to be able to thrive even when they graduate from here. So these are the things I would want to see happen as a board member. Bring this information closer to students, and then make sure that they're able to come out as well-rounded professionals when they come out.
Vishal?
Yeah, so what I believe is, like, my expectation is, I want to make sure that the students are aware of the promises they were given in their offer letters before they arrived here and all that. I want to make sure that they know, like, I don't want them to be disappointed at any point, that when they come to college, I don't want them to see that it's just study, but I want to make sure that they are able to see the promises that they show in their offer letter. I want to make sure that, okay, they show that we have other student services, we can help them guide how to get a job, we can guide them like how to have fun at college, right?
Yes.
Yeah, we can also guide them like other assistance, like we have student nutrition kit where they can get some aid in their food requirements and all that. So, like, this is something that I want to do. Yes.
Nice. Okay. So because of all the expectations, what you want to do and achieve, right? My next question would be, how will you be managing your time as students and as leaders? Because student, we're already like swamped with so many things, right? But on top of that, you're also leaders who need, you guys need to like look out for us students and everyone, right? So how will you be managing your time moving forward?
That's interesting, because this is a very good question. Like, for me, I feel like, okay, how do you, it's enough for, trying to balance up with being a mother and a student, and then to add this additional responsibility of a director. Yes, I feel like it's all about time management. For me, the course I'm doing, project management, teaches us scheduling, where we are able to schedule our time.
Nice.
If you have an appointment, you set a time to it, then you're able to say, okay, how many hours, how many minutes can I effectively dedicate into this? So it's, for me, it's time management, which is something I'm still learning how to do. You know, so you use all of those skills to be able to manage it, and then you still find time to self-care, because it's important to be able to manage this body who does all of this. So I feel like I would be able to manage this time if I can schedule it properly.
Nice, nice. Yes, Vishal?
So I am someone who likes to take on new challenges.
Nice.
Yeah. So, but as for coming to like time management, like previously I had lived a similar life to this, like where I was a full-time employee and also an online student. Like, yeah. So I studied that way like for 2 years. So this is also a past experience that I have with time management, and hopefully it is something that I can do here as well. So it's one of the main experiences that makes me believe that yes, I'll be able to handle it. Yes.
Nice. Okay, so I'm down to my last two questions. So my second to the last question would be, who's Hilda, who's Vishal outside SLC, outside work, outside school? We can start with probably this time Vishal. Yes. Who's Vishal? What do you do? What hobbies do you have, or what makes you happy? How do you enjoy life as Vishal?
Okay. So someone like, if I'm not at the college, this is Vishal now outside his normal study life. I'm someone who is super fun, someone who likes to socialize, make new friends, like go out in the night and all that. And I'm also someone you can call like 2 or 3 a.m. in the morning.
Wow.
And I will be there for you. Yeah, so that is Vishal. And I'm also someone who is like very, very interested in playing football. And like when the nights are silent, like when the nights are very silent, I like to hear some good music. Yeah.
Nice, nice. Hilda, you mentioned that you're a mother of 4, but outside of school, outside of your role as a mother and as a student, who's Hilda? What makes you happy? Where can we find you? How do you spend your time, Hilda, basically?
Yeah, thank you. I'm someone who likes to help people. I have a lot of volunteer jobs I do. I volunteer at Dress for Success.
Nice.
So I go there to help women, empower women. Some of them might be women who are coming out of facilities, rehabilitation, some of them from broken homes. So we do a little bit of counseling and try to restore their, dignity and respect. And we do this by, helping them feel like they are important. We bring up, we advocate dressing for success in such a way that you are confident, even as you're dressed. So we try to suit them up, bring accessories, make them feel like they belong somewhere. So aside Dress for Success, I also belong to the Women Empowerment Society, where we also would talk to students in school who are feeling, some people come home and they're homesick. Some people come and like, oh, we're being assaulted in a mild way. How do we deal? And some people, even when they have these jobs in outside of being students, they face some kind of discrimination. And they're saying, how do I respond? So these are the kind of things I do outside of classroom and being a mother. Aside that, I like to listen to music as well. So that's it basically for me.
Okay, cool. What do you think makes a good leader? You can start with, yes, Hilda.
Good question. A good leader. I feel like a good leader is someone who has that service orientation. Because when I think about leadership position, I don't look at it as, oh, I'm up there and others are down there. I feel like I'm only there because I want to help to take whatever it is that's the problem down there up where it can be heard and implementation can take place. So I feel like a good leader is someone who has that inherent thing to listen, active listening. You should be able to listen to people to say, oh, what's people thinking about? What do people want to see happen? And then a good leader is also someone who puts themselves or their personal needs aside. And, you know, I know I could feel tired and want to just go home and sleep, but I remember, oh, there's something to do. So a good leader is someone who has a natural aptitude to solve a problem, problem solving. So that's what I feel that a good leader should bring on board.
Nice. Thanks, Hilda. Yes, I love that. Yes, how about you, Vishal? What makes a good leader?
Okay, so being a good leader means you're able to put yourself in the person you're dealing with, in his shoes. Yes, you are supposed to see the things that he is saying, and you have to feel it the way he feels it. Yeah. So it's like understanding a person's nature, understanding how they feel and all that, and you have to help them accordingly, because I think everyone has their own way of dealing things, and as a leader you have to make sure that you're able to feel them. You have to know them. So what they're feeling, you have to make sure that yes, you are getting them and all that, and help them in a way that it helps them, right? Yeah, not the way like you feel it's right. It should be like the way they need to be helped. That's called help.
Exactly.
Yeah. And I think also a good leader is someone who works together with others, not who someone walks ahead and tells other people to follow. Is someone who works together with others and make sure he's someone who also make sure that people are going in the right direction. Yeah, so these are one of the main qualities you should have as a leader. And leaders, we also have these big questions right now, that are leaders born or are they made? Yeah, so we have both the qualities, like naturally, that some that you already have it in you, and there are some that you learn to adapt as well. Like the ones that you have it in you is like even you can notice, like when you are with a group of friends, like suddenly someone says, guys, let's go to this place, and everyone follows him. So this is one of the small things that you can identify like as a leader. And I would say they're also made is that because it's the environment that's around you and all that, like how you are reacting to it. That's also one of the characteristics that you build as a to be a leader. So these are some of the things. Thank
you, very insightful. But the general message that I'm getting from you guys, or Hilda and Vishal, is in order to represent them, you should know them first.
Yes,
exactly. You should be part of them first. In order to help them, you should know how they feel, their needs, basically to be a part of them. And be like them. Good thing. I think that's it for us. Thank you for making time. Again, congratulations on your new role. Thanks, Hilda. Thanks, Vishal. Thank you for making time. Wonderful conversation that we had here. Thanks, everyone, for watching. And please stay tuned. We have part 2 of this episode where I will be talking to 2 more board of directors. So see you then. And thank you. Bye.
Thank you, everyone. Bye.